What if Cid Kagenou reincarnated in the rezero verse as a Subaru? There is a decent chance he'd never find out about Return by Death. He'd almost certainly never join the Emilia faction. Cid would, however, find the entire world highly amusing. It's important to remember that Cid has never stopped growing stronger, and a whole world full of dangerous enemies and impossible fights would be something he'd take an absurd amount of joy in destroying. There is also one very important difference between Cid and Subaru, and that is that Cid doesn't give even a single shit. The things that almost broke Subaru wouldn't even be notable to Cid. The worst day of Subaru's life would be an average Tuesday for him. I should add that the only way he ends up near Emilia is if Puck notices that he has extreme potential as a warrior, and Emilia takes a liking to him. But this would depend on how he handles the mugging. If he goes full mob and lets Emilia save him, there is a chance things progress as normal, assuming that they don't see through the act, and they will at some point. But I'll get into that later. If he treats them as bandits, there is still a chance Emilia takes him in, but it's much lower. Although Cid has been known to allow people in very similar situations to Emilia to support him as patrons, so it's not that implausible that he'd go along with it. And it's entirely possible Emilia would offer it to him if she sees him as charming and clueless, although somewhat strange, which is how most people close to him see him to start with. Now, here's the story become bit interesting. Cid, even in the series, is terrible at acting like a mob. He's far too interesting and enigmatic even when pretending not to be. And even in Eminence in the Shadows verse, certain people do eventually start to catch on. In the world of rezero, they would figure him out much faster. The people in rezero are far more observant and better at measuring the people around them. Specifically, Puck would see through him almost instantly. As to how he would perform, to put it simply, Cid is built different. His goal remains the same, and the ability to obtain it may be even easier for him in the world of rezero. Put simply, one way or the other, if there is magic, Cid will find a way to cause absolute chaos with it. Thanks for watching. If you want any other characters, what if video? Tell me in comment.